everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, I do topics every month for Channel Mum, and this month we're going to be talking about pregnancy symptoms. Now I'd just like to say that I'm not pregnant currently while I'm filming this, and it's just going to be a topic where all us Channel Mum mummies are going to be talking about our experience and how we found out we were pregnant and what symptoms we had. Got my cup of tea here because I'm absolutely freezing. So, going back to Ellie, it seems like such a long time ago. So I went back on my pregnancy updates and had a look at my symptoms because it's been so long. I can remember them, but I wanted to kind of go more into detail and kind of explain. So when I found out I was pregnant with Ellie, I really did not know I was pregnant. It was a kind of surprise. We were trying, but we wasn't, if that makes sense. Like, we were going to wait a couple of more months and then we were going to try for her, but it all happened so quick and we're very grateful. So yeah, I remember feeling very tired, and I think I was 2 days late on my period, and I never ever missed a period. I always have my periods every month. They're regular. I've never ever missed one since I've started my periods. But I didn't really think much of it because the symptoms I was having were like period ones. You know, when you just are about to come on your period and you have a few cramps and you feel bloated and tired. So I thought, okay, I'm going to come on tomorrow or I'm going to come on tonight. So I didn't really think much of it until Paul asked, and he noticed a difference in me. He noticed I was extremely tired, and he went out and got a test. So I think he knew more than I did, which was a bit strange. So yeah, he got a test, and I just remember like being so calm about it because I thought, I'm not pregnant. Like, I just know I'm not pregnant. I didn't want to get my hopes up and stuff like that. So yeah, the pregnancy test was positive and it said 3+ weeks. I was an emotional wreck. I remember I was crying with happiness and just in a bit of shock, really. But yeah, my symptoms, my number one symptom was probably bloating, and like I said, I get it when I'm on my period, but this was just like extreme. And I've probably mentioned it before, but the only way I could describe it is having a massive Christmas dinner or roast dinner 20 times, but constantly. So that kind of tightening, really uncomfortable feeling in your stomach, I had that. And I wasn't eating loads, like I was just eating normally. I wasn't overeating or anything, so I knew something was up. And yeah, that was probably my number one symptom. And then the bloating went down kind of gradually, and obviously the tiredness, the fatigue, it was horrendous. I remember coming in from work and just collapsing on the bed because I just couldn't cope, and I just felt completely drained. And I was like, that's not usually me. I'm quite active. I'm constantly cleaning and organising and doing stuff. Like, I will never sleep during the day. I never take naps during the day unless I'm ill or something. So again, that's another symptom I had, was the tiredness. With morning sickness, I didn't have it straight away, but I had it when I was on holiday in Egypt. So I found out I was pregnant in March, like just found out I was pregnant, and we went on holiday in May, I think, like the beginning of May. So I was around 14 weeks, I think, and the sickness was unbearable. And I was not expecting it because I think I was just about to go into the second trimester then, and it hit me really bad, whereas I thought I would have had it more in the first trimester, in the early stages. So yeah, the sickness, I don't even know why it's called morning sickness because it lasted all day for me, and it was really bad at one particular time of the day. I think it was like afternoon, and it ruined the holiday a little bit, don't get me wrong. I think the weather, with it being so hot as well, it didn't help. Like, I just felt so sick and so exhausted, and I said to Paul, like, if I was ever pregnant again I wouldn't go on holiday because I found it so hard. Other people are probably different, but my experience was horrendous. And I remember I was craving like a McDonald's cheeseburger, and I don't really have burgers much, but I just really wanted it, and I threw it up straight away. Like, it literally, within a minute it came back up, which is probably a bit disgusting, but it's what happened. And if I ever had a cheeseburger during my pregnancy, it would come up. So there was obviously a problem with cheeseburgers and the baby, so the baby obviously didn't like the burger, so I didn't manage to keep it down. And even after I had Ellie, I had a fear of having burgers, and I think I only had 3 or 2 during my pregnancy. And I thought the first time when I puked it up, I thought, oh, maybe I'm just, you know, under the weather, I've got a bug from the hotel or something. But literally throughout my whole pregnancy, if I had a cheeseburger, I couldn't keep it down. So it's quite funny looking back. And now I've got like a fear of cheeseburgers. Like, I love cheeseburgers, and I'm fine now, obviously, because I'm not pregnant. But even after Ellie, Paul's like, oh, you can have a cheeseburger now, like, you won't bring it back up. And I was so scared to have this burger. I thought maybe like it's just me. So yeah, that's like another symptom I had. But the sickness was just horrendous. Like, oh, I don't miss that part of pregnancy. But it was just weird that it happened kind of like going into the second trimester. I really wasn't expecting it, because before I went on holiday I was like, yes, I've got away with the sickness, and I didn't have it throughout my pregnancy, and then bam, it just happened. And I had this just horrible nausea throughout the whole day. So I had another thing I couldn't keep down was pineapple juice, and I love pineapple juice, and I thought having pineapple juice, because it's quite sweet, it would kind of give me a bit of energy and just give me a little bit of a boost. But again, I couldn't keep that down, it would come straight back up. So the sickness was absolutely awful. But it only lasted for around 2 weeks, and then it disappeared. But it is so draining, and I was watching Mrs. Meldrum, Rebecca Meldrum. I was watching her pregnancy updates, because she's just found out she's expecting, and she's suffering terribly with sickness, and I know exactly what it's like. Luckily enough, I wasn't as bad as her, and it did stop. But she's actually on like medication from it and stuff. So yeah, they were my number 1 symptoms, probably the bloating, tiredness and the sickness. I didn't really get any cramps, bleeding, anything like that. My boobs did hurt. They hurt in the first couple of weeks. They were really sore. Even if I like turned over in bed, oh my god, the pain was horrendous. They were so sensitive. So that was another symptom. But yeah, like, it's because it's been so long, I had to actually look back on my pregnancy updates, because I remember the main things, but I had to actually look back on my updates to see like what I was going through and stuff, because it's been so long. So yeah, leave me a comment down below on what symptoms you had. And did you know you were pregnant, or was it a surprise for you? I'd love to know. And yeah, I just want everyone to know that I'm not pregnant. But it is a topic that we are talking about here on Channel Mum. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful if you are trying for a baby or you're in the early stages of pregnancy. And I will speak to you soon. Bye!